Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest stories. We start with Clement Lenglet as Barca are yet to reach an agreement with Tottenham Hotspur for the defender as negotiations are complicated. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about out of favor right back Sergiño Dest as Barca fullback Dest has set himself a huge challenge in order to convince Xavi to give him chance for next season. We're also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. A recent report from Sports suggests Barcelona are in the market for a new right back as the club look to shift Jules Koundé back into his preferred centre-back role. They have decided to bring in new options in the defensive roles. However, Barca are not in a position to spend a fortune on a right back right now. The club must reduce the salary mass and bring in fresh revenue if they are to get after their desired targets in the market. To that end, one of the players Barca are trying to offload is Clement Lenglet, with Tottenham Hotspur emerging as a potential destination. But the same report from Sport suggests Barcelona have yet to reach an agreement with Spurs over Lenglet. In fact, the negotiations between the two clubs are getting complicated as there is no consensus over the transfer fee. Barcelona rate Lenglet at 15 million euros, but Tottenham are not willing to pay more than 5 million euros for the Frenchman. Despite his relatively impressive performances last season, it appears the Premier League outfit are hoping Barca to fold under pressure, knowing that Barcelona will have to pay Lenglet a salary of 16 million euros next season. The player is also likely to struggle to finding too many suitors in the market due to his high salary. However, there is still time for Barcelona to work out the final details with Lenglet and Spurs. Everything suggests the club might settle for a lower fee for the former Sevilla centre-back. In the meantime, however, Barca have included Lenglet in the team that traveled to the US for the pre-season preparations. It will be interesting to see whether or not the Frenchman ends up getting some opportunities in the upcoming friendlies. Honestly, I think the Lenglet to Tottenham operation have taken so much time, and I don't see the reason why. Honestly, it makes no sense. You know, Barca have to have wrap up this deal ever since because this is already about a month or so, and Lenglet to Tottenham is still pending. Like, what's going on? Because of the price? Is it because of that? Even if 5 million for Lenglet, because for me, the more Barca are dragging this, they will likely regret it because from what I've seen, Tottenham doesn't want, in fact, they don't even plan on shelling any 15 million for the player because they know very well, it is already well documented that Barca are going through hell financially. And Lenglet, is a player that Barca or Xavi does not even want in the squad next season. And Tottenham know that more than anybody, that he's not in their plans. And Barca, because of their despair, because they are desperate, they will be forced to sell him even for the 5 million that Tottenham have proposed. So that's why you see Tottenham, they are not in any panic, they are calm. They've already given their price and Barca saying no, but they are calm. So negotiations are still at a standstill, and definitely it's all because of price. They say Barca are asking for 15 million for a long time, and they don't want to sell for less than that. And I will tell you, to be honest, if Tottenham give 15 million for Lenglet, then there's a problem. Change my name. Because honestly, yes, he had decent performances last season while playing for the Tottenham for loan, but the player is a player that is not the level of player that we would consider valued so highly, and they know for sure that Barca does not even want to see him again next season, despite him traveling to the US with the rest of the squad. that doesn't necessarily mean he will be, when the season kicks off in August 12th. So Tottenham are not bothering. They know very well that this, in fact, due to the despair from Barca's point of view, they will likely take that 5 million. And also the fact that Barca are in need to sell players to reinforce the squad will also tempt them to sell him for that price. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, the pre-season provides players with opportunities to prove themselves to their managers and earn a place in the plans for the upcoming season, and that will be the case for several Barca players who are currently on the tour of the United States of America. And as per Sport, out of favor defender Sergiño Dest has set himself a challenge to convince Xavi Hernandez and earn a place in the Barca squad for the next season. The 22-year-old right back is back at Barca after spending last season away on loan at AC Milan, where he endured a very poor spell there and hardly played in the second half of the campaign, considering that he was out of favor under Xavi prior to his departure to Milan. It has been suggested that Barca will look to offload the player permanently this transfer window, but Dest has been named in the squad that traveled to America and is currently training with the rest of the team. And as such, Sergiño Dest, former Lama and former Ajax player, has taken it upon himself to prove that he is deserving for another shot with the first team. To that end, he aims to make the most of whatever opportunities he receives in the 4 pre-season friendlies that Barca are scheduled to play over the next 12 days. Barca kick off their pre-season tour with a fixture against Juventus on Sunday before facing Arsenal and Real Madrid, and they will end their trip with a game against their former club AC Milan. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.